In 2016, Hasbro released the Titan Master Brawn, which is this little small figure here who comes with a little jeep, obviously inspired by the Generation 1 Brawn toy, and he turns into the head of Generation 1 Brawn. It doesn't come with a larger Brawn body, but then weirdly, in 2017, Hasbro released this weird little Legends version of Brawn that does transform into a robot mode that's got the complete version of Brawn, complete with the head, but you can't use the Titan Master head on the body. So this entire mod is about trying to get the one to fit with the other. Megatron, of course, famously tried to turn Brawn into a headmaster several years before that, but that, of course, didn't work out too well. He just killed him. So taking this toy apart is fairly straightforward. Just going to unscrew the old head there from the smaller head. I'm not going to use this at all, so I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, that's where the Titan Master figure would go, and that's where all the screws are at the back of the figure. So again, only 3 disassembled. He's a very small toy, so that's not a problem at all. Off with the arms, there we go. I'm just going to leave the legs where they are, but I'm going to transform them down just so they're compact and out of the way and gives me something to hold on to. Right, so I'm going to need to take that hood off at some point because it's too big. I've already got this Titan Master Brawn figure. I've clearly used part of this before for the previous video. So what I'm going to do here is take out the Titan Master Headmaster port. That fits in there, as you can see, and we're going to reconfigure this and get it to fit into that body. So now it's time for a bit of cutting. So I'm just going to Dremel out a hole in the shoulders and removing the existing neck portion here. Not much finesse, unfortunately, but it's not going to look too pretty, but it'll be hidden underneath the actual head itself, so I'm not too bothered about that. You can see there that the hood is too big, and that'll need to be cut and extended as well. So I'm now going to remove the post from the Titan Master socket. And now we just have to go through and remove some more bits and bobs from the actual torso itself to make room for that Titan Master socket. So there we go. You can see how that's going to fit in there. Needs to do a little bit more trimming though, make a bit more room for it. Again, not super exact because hey, I don't work that way. Right, now I've got the Titan Master head in there. I'm just going to super glue that socket in place. I'm doing it with the head still attached to the toy because that way I think it'll work better. So it's going to trim that off there, and there we go. And then I'm going to use parts of the existing Titans Returns little Jeep vehicle to basically extend out that hood. So I'm going to use the front of the this little Jeep thing, and I'm going to use some of the yellow plastic inside to use that as like a support bit to hold that front bit on. And I'm going to use the original front of the larger Brawn figure and use that then as the top of the new hood. It's a bit rough and ready, but it'll work. This is my first major cutting mod I've done for a very long time. So I've glued that in place there. That's the middle section. So that bit there will be super glued to the front. Not the most finessed hood extension, but about the best I can do with my skills. But that works absolutely fine. There we go. That's Brawn, now Titan Master compatible. The head does pop off, and the head is still totally turnable. Still transforms, that's all stock, that's all working absolutely fine. It still maintains the functionality that you can store Titan's returns figures inside the main vehicle. Doesn't look too bad with the extended hood. Still a little bit gappy, but not too bad. So I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more stuff.